Radio, welcome back. We're on episode 4 here, so we're we're on our second glass of this Moran Dew, which I have to say is good gear.
Going down well.
Yeah.
Going down well.
Going down well. Yeah, we're
You were talking episode 4, man.
honest to God, yeah. We're still talking, yeah.
Still talking.
Yeah, still talking. We're going to chat a bit more this episode, yeah, about a bit more on pheasant shooting and some of the gear we're using and ammo, gun selection and gun dogs and so on and so forth. Yeah. How's the weekend looking? Have you much on?
Busy kids and stuff, man. More than yourself with football and stuff like that, rugby and stuff. But yeah, looking forward to it. Getting ready now. All systems go as probably you are now. We're a week away.
What are we about? Yeah, 21st now, so yeah, a little bit along with a week. Yeah, Jesus, that came in fast.
Coming up soon. Yourself, busy?
Busy enough, probably, yeah. Of course, football again tomorrow, and then might try and get out to the club on maybe tomorrow afternoon, have a bit of a walk around, bring dogs out, and just see if we can get a couple of birds up and stuff, check feeds.
Yeah, try to get my dogs out as well now, keep them fit and stuff.
Yeah.
Told you my young pointer had the leg removed, buddy. I'm still going to bring him out.
Won't hold it back much, I'll tell you.
He's hunting well.
Yeah.
So, hopefully. And it'd be nice to get out for a bit of a walk over the weekend, hopefully.
Nice. Weather permitting, of course. Yeah.
It'd be great, actually. So,
no, it's probably not going to be great, but you're lucky. We should be well used to that.
Yeah, that's one thing we're guaranteed here, man.
That's certain. Without a shadow of a doubt. Any deer? Are we out for a shot at all?
Yeah, we got a couple of deer last weekend. Believe it or not, me and my buddies, so that most of the evenings this week, backyard butchery. So
don't know how to do it.
Brush a couple of steaks, so hopefully you enjoy it.
Tuck into them.
We're cracking on there with a few pictures of a few different things we're cooking there at the minute. So they'll be up on the Grand page there. So if anyone wants to have a look, and we'll be throwing up a few recipes when we get a chance. I think this is going to be we've a lot of things to do now, Bernie.
Absolutely. We're going to be busy.
Yeah.
We're going to be busy, yeah.
So
few things in the pipeline. Yeah. We just don't want to say too much about yet, but watch this space with the process. Yeah.
Were you out yourself?
No, I haven't actually got out at all, to be honest with you. I'm thinking maybe Sunday. I haven't asked the boss yet, unless there's a prior plan. But I might try and get out maybe Sunday, see what the weather's doing, and don't mind rain if it's overcast. Visibility's going to be an issue, so I might try and get up and stock up the freezers, as the fella says.
What I had actually this morning for breakfast was venison heart.
Oh yeah, tell me more about this.
Yeah, so a friend of mine actually, who does a bit of cooking, he likes his with a bit of garlic and onion, and just like that, lovely. And you can purge it. Some people find a little bit of an irony taste. I don't. I find it like halfway between liver and steak. Kind of a fine texture meat, but absolutely stunning piece of meat. Do not throw out the heart. That will be so. Clip a little bit of the fat off, the hard fat with skin around the outside. Wash it out well, wash it down one ventricle up the other.
Okay.
You can steep it in a little bit of salt more if you want, or milk, some people do say.
Why is that? Is that just soft?
Yeah, you think that kind of
irony.
Because obviously just it's a working muscle, a little bit of irony taste of it. But,
okay.
I don't find that now, I have to be honest. And and then I just cut it like rings, like literally like to be like pineapple rings, if you get me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've ever seen them coming out of a can with a little bit of a hole in the middle.
Okay.
About 3/4 of an inch thick. And then I did mine. This was completely off the cuff, and I don't claim to be a chef or anything, but I just fancied this morning for some reason, and so I fried off a little bit of butter, bit of onion, diced apple.
Diced apple?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Sweetness in there, yeah. Right.
Fried that off, another little bit of butter, kept that at one side of the pan, heated the other side, and I had 3 little rings of Rudd's white pudding.
Oh, yeah.
And if Brady's are beside me there in my gun club and I'm looking for sponsorship off them last 9 months, they better start coming soon.
Yeah. Give us a bit of white pudding at least.
So three little rings of that, and then in with me made 3 rings of heart, and so base of the apple and onion, the heart next, little slice of white pudding on top, and a little drizzle of balsamic vinegar on top. And I'm telling you, out of this world, I'd recommend it. Anyone who hasn't tried it. And even for people in the I'm sure you can get beef heart or heart in the butcher's.
In the butcher. You can, yeah. I've seen
it. Nice way to have it. Try it out.
Jesus, that sounds amazing. You have me hungry now, yeah.
Licking lips already, man.
Yeah, that's the God, man. Yeah, that sounds wicked, yeah. So I suppose, what are we going to talk about? We want to have a chat about, I suppose, you're after bringing in your gun here anyway, which is
something for a bit of a nose.
I have to say, tell us all, what is it?
Yeah, she's a Beretta 682 Gold E. So, nice gun. If people don't know, the gun with the golden trigger. It has an adjustable cheek piece, so for getting your nice line down the barrel of the gun. She's under and over. She's fully choked with selective barrels. Yeah, nice light enough gun.
Very nice. I think it's very nice, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. A nice piece of kit. I find it. Look, it's kind of one of them kind of dual purpose. If you're doing a bit of clay, not too much, you can. She's nice and handy to have.
Nice job.
Now look, she's getting the battered from being out and about and
that happens.
Yeah, but I'm not too precious about it.
No,
it's worked. It's kept clean, and nice. What are you shooting now, Brad?
I'm actually a lot of people will probably put their noses down at this, but I'm actually shooting with a Mossberg Maverick pump.
Wow.
I suppose it's one of those things. They're not the prettiest thing to look at. I would have done a lot. I would have done pheasant shooting, but I from an earlier age, my big passion was waterfowl. I love being on the water. I love the lakes. I loved going after duck and geese and stuff like that. I suppose at the time, probably going back 17 years now. Semi-autos, unless you wanted a reliable one, you had to pay big money, which is not the case now. But so I decided I went for that. I bought it in Mullingar. I bought it off Dave O'Malley in Mullingar. A lot of people know Dave. He kind of does a lot of banging and stuff. So I bought it off him. I've been perfectly honest with you, never ever once let me down. Honestly, never let me down. Great gun, can't praise it enough. That being said, I have been trying to change it every year since, purely because I just want a semi-automatic. As I said, I think in my previous episode, I started off shooting with a single barrel bacon, so I always got used to the single barrel. I was just always that was just what I was used to. So I kind of stuck to the single barrel. But every year when I go to change, I kind of look at the calendar and I go, oh, too late. It's just it'd be just too close between getting it transferred and having the gun ready for the shoot.
A lot of things are going on during the year, then 1 month borrows the other, as we all know. So it's hard to get everything, man.
Exactly, it's hard to get it all in. But to be fair, like I said, never let me down. And like that, I wouldn't be too precious about either. I don't mind fucking throwing it out.
Well, look, if you're rough shooting, I think that's the name of the game.
Exactly.
It is exactly that. It's rough shooting. You're going through ditches and fences. So you need something that's going to. If you're looking for a trophy gun, probably rough shooting is not the. No. And again, I suppose give for people who don't know the couple of different types of gun. You've your over and under, we'll start with a single barrel, which is the easiest.
There's single barrel. You can have a single barrel breech, like a break, like what you have here, or other forms would be obviously your pump action, your semi-automatic.
Single barrel. You splay into the double barrels. You have your under and over, which is one barrel stacked on top of another. And then you have your side by side, which is essentially you don't even see the westerns, as we were saying. Exactly. You see a double barrel look.
I think a lot of people, I read somewhere, I think a lot of people are starting to go back to side by sides.
Side by sides, yeah. I think it's something that I think I said to you, if there was an opportunity to get one maybe for a mount or so, I'd love I love the look of them more so than
That's something I want to actually, now that I think of it, I want to find out more about is and I won't go too much into detail, is having antique guns in Ireland. I remember listening to another podcast a while ago on it's a big thing in the UK, but I'm not sure what the stance in Ireland is about that.
And again, I could be completely off the mark and we stand corrected in this, but I think if you have to can you get the firing pin removed and once you've done that?
Possibly. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. So if anyone
knows, shout
us on. You'll get our email at theirishhuntingpodcast@gmail.com. So any information on that would be great. So that's what we're using. What are we putting in them? What's your...
Yeah, look, this is, as you know yourself, and other lads you'll hear people fighting nearly over this type of stuff, exactly, what they're shooting. This is my favourite, Brent. I get the same one every year.
Every year, okay.
Yeah, so it's, the gold.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Untethered and Wanderwise, where adventure has no age limit. We're your co-host, Heidi Brandist and Nikki Mahundro, and we're here to inspire and celebrate women over 45 who are embracing their independence and want to explore the world on their own terms.
Black gold.
Black gold, oh yeah.
She's 6, it's 32 grams 6, right? So, and I know you shooting 5s, are you?
5-6 depends really, RCs, but yeah.
So that'll be my go-to.
You're going to what, 32 gram or something earlier?
Yeah, 32 grams
6. Yeah.
So that'll be I'd be happy enough with them. Good success rate. And that's it. You know, I tend to find something, stick to it, and if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Don't fix it.
Yeah. And have you any preferential brand or?
Not particularly. No, I don't. I've always kind of went for the RCs, 5, 6, 32, maybe 34 gram.
Yeah.
I'd use them either like pheasants or ducks. Might go a slightly heavier grain on the ducks. Geese, you're talking maybe 42 gram 2s. You know, thereabouts.
Never shot geese, Brad. You're going to have to bring me, man. Yeah,
geez, 100%. Definitely, we'll have to do it before the season's out. Oh, actually, wait now. We might have missed the boat on that too. I'll have to check the dates.
It's a narrow window.
It's a narrow window on that. Yeah. I'll have to double check the dates. I think we could be, the ship might have sailed, but look, that's
next year.
We'll plan that for next year. Yeah. But I wouldn't be overly particular. There's not one particular. I suppose brand myself. I kind of whatever I kind of have, but I usually always, if I was going somewhere, to ask for a box of RCs. 90% of my ammo I get it off Lakeland Shooting Centre. And he's always, in fairness to us, there's a lot of it there. 100%. A lot of the time, we put in a bulk order with the club, like we put in a big order.
And to give you a bit of a...
to look after the advice, 100%, the advisor.
Well, that's what you want. Is it like, and again, if anyone's out there, the boys down in Lakeland, if any clubs out there, that's the way to do it, is buy a bit in bulk and
100%.
Spread it out through the club then, and you get a little bit of because it's gone expensive.
It is gone expensive, in fairness. And in fairness, like, there's not a massive amount they can do on it, in fairness, which is understandable. It's understandable the price of everything.
Yeah, if they're getting it out to you quick and efficiently and
100%.
stocked.
Without doubt.
A lot of them are, I think, some of the guys there might try a bit of free delivery or
something. 100%, yeah. And as well as says, like, shop local, because in fairness, these lads rely on the likes of me and you. And, do you know what I mean? 100%. Like,
tight margins and...
tight margins and...
big overheads now as well with stuff, so share it around. And
without doubt. I just say, like, there's a lot of lads that say, like, when it comes to shooting gear, there's online, not to name it, but there's probably online resources where you can get your camouflage trousers or jackets or waders cheaper or whatever, right? But you can't, for starters, you can't go in and try them on.
Yeah.
You can't, there's sometimes there's nothing better than going into a shop and having a look around and seeing what you want. And sure, if it's €2 or €3 dear, sure, at the end of the day, isn't it great? You can walk into that shop, you can go into it whenever you need to,
Yeah, and there's local people employed and stuff like that. And then on top of that, then, as you rightly said, you might have your heart set on something, online, and when you go into the shop, you might have a second thought.
100%. Many times if you ordered something online, God, man, shit.
Yeah, I remember years ago, again, a jacket, was online and was fully breathable, it had everything, And geez, you'd only wear it if you're looking to lose a bit of weight now, because it.
Yes.
The only thing that was breathing was me, and breathing heavy. So yeah, that's it. If you go in and you have no bit of feel, so man, what suits you might suit me, and so on and so forth. You know.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah. Couldn't agree with you more.
Types of gear down, Brendan. What do you like? You know, boots and.
Boots, yeah. I've a pair of Hunter. Well, that's what I mainly use, because it's the terrain around the club. It's not too bad. In fairness, It's not. When I say it is still a rough shoot, but it's not. It's not too. You're not going to inside the mountains or anything like that. It's fairly wet. Exactly, wet certain times of year then, and clothes. It needs to be comfortable. Like I never actually measure the steps with one of these fancy watches we're all wearing now, but I'd be interested to do it this year now. Actually, that might be something to check and pause, because you do a lot of walking.
Yeah, I know. We're stalking stuff. I think we've done between morning and evening shoots. Like some days we do the full day, you know. And we've clocked it there. I think one evening 18 kilometres. I think.
It's fair going, like.
We're rigging her back.
That is fair going now, in fairness. Yeah. Carry in the gun and the whole job lot.
And then if you're lucky enough to knock something,
try and get it back, that is fair going.
Yeah, don't you?
You do, definitely, 100%. Yeah. What about dogs? Obviously, you mentioned your.
I've one pointer, one Springer. So obviously my pointer's only a year old, and one of the neighbours just clipped him. Had nerve damage in the shoulder. We give him every chance to physio home and give him rest. But the feeling wasn't coming back, and he was kind of just dragging. So we had to get it finally off there 2 weeks ago. But he is flying it.
Big dog. He's a big dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has fantastic nose, fantastic temperament. So really looking forward now to. I'm actually, because he wasn't supposed to be working because of stitches and stuff like that, risk of infection. So this week I'm going to bring him up around the club and just get him out and about, and hopefully get him a little sniff of a bird maybe, and see what he does, you know, and try to the Springer I have, and look, we all love our dogs, but he'd be just middle in terms of.
Would he?
Yeah.
I have to say, and I remember the first time I seen him.
Yeah, everyone says this.
I've never seen a Springer this big in my entire life.
Yeah, the head.
His head is massive. Picture, what could you picture here? Picture like, I don't know, what would you even picture?
I don't know.
I like a kind of Rottweiler almost.
Yeah.
He's massive.
It is huge.
And he's not actually an overly massive dog, but his head is, I've never seen that like him.
And his paws are kind of, he stands like that, you know, with his 2 feet kind of paced at 11 and 2, is it? Or,
yeah. 10 to 2, yeah.
So, it's, I don't know, he was actually, one of the guys in the club knew a man who had gotten him as a pup, and had just, he was giving up shooting, he got a bit too old.
Okay.
And he asked, was there somebody in the club that was looking? And my previous, Springer previous, who, unfortunately passed away. So I was on the lookout for a dog just in time, and I was actually after putting the money down on the pointer.
Yeah.
And I said, look, should I take him? You know, he was hunting. Just average. Now again, actually put up a few birds for me, retrieved. He doesn't have a hard mouth, so, and a good temperament, and look at, he's good around the kids and stuff as well. So,
you have to. That's a big,
huge.
Yeah.
You know.
In fairness, like with a gun dog, there's a lot of boxes that have to be ticked. You know, you can't have one that's grey on the birds, grey on the retrieval, bad with kids. That won't work. You know, especially if it's, if you have kids at home, or again, you can have the grey temperament, the lovely, the friendly dog and all that, and one shot and he's back at the car.
Yeah.
That's not good either.
And then you've the ones with the hard mouths, who,
the stripe, exactly.
That would be the best gun or best dog at fighting a bird, pointing or springing, and and retrieving, does everything great.
Yeah.
And just gives you back a.
Yeah.
And we've all seen them, so it's very hard to get the right blend.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think one bit of advice, and I say I'm certainly no expert when it comes to dogs, but one thing I do know for certain: if you're going out, your mindset, you're getting yourself a good dog, you get back what you put in. You know,
time.
The more time you spend with him, and the more training you give him, that you'll get that back. You know, but it takes a lot of time.
You have a new addition here, Brent?
New lad here, kind of. It's funny how things work, isn't it? I have my heart set on. We sort of moved into built a house last year, so been threatening to get a dog for the kids for years and years and years. And a friend of ours came over, conveniently enough, I might add, with a little Cocker Spaniel pup. So of course kids fell in love with it. Anyway, I put the hand up. A gorgeous little dog. So I just says, look, if there's a dog left in the litter, I'll take it. I says I'll put that as fate. So yeah, sure enough, yeah, a phone call was made, and yeah, there was a dog left. So yeah, have him a couple of weeks now. He's only, what is he now, maybe 11, 12 weeks. Doesn't come from working line now, to be honest. He doesn't come from working line. But they're Spaniels.
Yeah,
at the end of the day,
it's in them.
It's in them,
Yeah.
Spaniel, as a lot of people know, their main, I suppose, temper trait, or what they're always trying to please their owner. Like that's one big thing, and that's what makes them, I suppose, in some ways that little bit easier to train, I suppose, than other dogs. So
they're always looking back, looking for your approval.
Yeah, 100%. So it's like that. I'm going to train him and put in as much time as I can with him. Get him out, get him working. I think a big thing is get him working with other dogs. A lot of people say that, don't they?
Yeah, and I think that does bring. I brought mine out last year, Max, the Springer, one of the guys in the club, and found by the end of the day, you have a different dog. Because he's picking up bits and pieces, and he knows that, like what you said, you're happy with what the other lad's doing, so he's trying to imitate that. So that tends to work. And again, a mate of mine, actually, his father-in-law is a very good dog trainer. We'd love to have somebody like that on in the future, maybe. Because that's another game in itself, isn't it? It's a labour of love. So, and what did you previously hunt with, Brent?
I had before I went to Australia, I had a chocolate lab. She was a doe of a dog, absolutely loved her. Complete waste of time when it came to hunting.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes to show you, my parents actually got it for me 16th birthday, so that's 5 or 6 years. Oh, that's a good few years ago. But supposedly had the best breed and the best pedigree, and the father was a phenomenal working dog, and X, Y, and Z. But no, the dog was a pure pet. That's exactly the only way to say it. And then I had a Springer Spaniel bitch, and she was unhuman. Like, I've seen this dog diving after ducks, and people would say, you're messing. Honestly, she was class. Great dog. Just again, that was just in her. It wasn't that I gave her probably a load of training, but it was in her. She was fantastic, absolutely brilliant. Soft mouth, retrieve all day long, on your command. Wouldn't go too far ahead of you, which is great.
Yeah, it's good for springers, and they're working within your
range. I definitely see that nowadays. See that with a lot of lads. Do you know what they're saying? Oh, this dog is great, and you let out the man, and the dog's gone 150 yards ahead of you.
Yeah,
how's that going to work?
Yeah.
So so we'll give this lad a go now, and we'll see what happens. But Annie, are you keeping that to 2 dogs for now, or?
Yeah, that's it now for now, Bernie. Yeah, definitely. I'm hoping that. Look at in the dream of dreams, I'd have a pointer that points and a Springer that rises the board. So that'll be a dream come true. But look, again, going back to what we said in the previous episode, it's about getting out and seeing the dog work.
Yeah.
There's nothing for anyone who hasn't experienced it. To see a pointer pointing is
brilliant.
Is an experience in itself.
Absolutely, 100% without a shadow of a doubt.
The Springer, when she gives you that, or he gives you that little look back to say, I'm going in here, get yourself ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
savage,
isn't it?
Or when they lock up, it's just like, they just lock up solid.
Yeah.
It's just, you're just like, and then like
There
you
you go.
say, you're just out for a walk. Next thing they'll diverge into one bit of header, and you just you say, boys, watch out. There's something coming out of this. Yeah, it's
or they're
brilliant.
working, going side to side. Next thing, the body shape changes, everything changes. The look goes back, and you're on a bird, and that bird could be running along the hedge, running along a ditch, and brilliant. It's brilliant.
Brilliant, 100%. And I think it's worth noting, for a couple of years there when I came home, because I didn't have a dog, like, it's when you're out hunting, as I say, like, obviously it's a great experience and all that, but when you're actually out hunting, it can be slightly frustrating in a way, because if you don't have a dog with you, people might disagree with this. I think you're kind of wasting your time.
Yeah, you're hoping to stumble upon something.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's kind of like, it's more just luck,
pure luck. Like you wouldn't cover 10% of the ground the dogs won't cover without a shadow of doubt.
And the ground that you want to cover is where you need a dog anyway. So
exactly.
100%. Yeah. So look, it's almost probably further what we said in the first episode about the requirements you need for the guns and stuff. If you're going to be doing shooting, probably part of that is a good dog.
A good dog, 100%. Yeah.
So and like that, good application. Pick your dog, get your dog, and start training now. You have it right in 2 or 3 years' time, maybe.
Without a shadow of a doubt, yeah. And like that, again, with dogs, it's a minefield. There's another friend of ours there, and he's a member of our club as well, Sam. And Sam is, anyone that knows Sam is like, honestly, he's just a waterfowl, and he's obsessed. Like, he's phenomenal at it. He's all the gear. Sam could like text you at, you get a Snapchat at 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's getting onto a lake in Donegal somewhere. He's brilliant. Just obsessed with it, loves it, very, very good at it. If you want to get after ducks or geese, he knows where they are. And but he went to Scotland this year, and he brought back a dog. Now, he might have to correct me on this. I think it's called a Cherokee Bay Retriever.
Wow.
And not a Bear Retriever, as I thought. I think it's a Bear Retriever, but Sam can correct me on that anyway. I have never seen a dog like this in my life. You'll have to even actually Google it. I've never seen anything like them, man. They're kind of large Labrador build, right?
Okay.
Maybe, quite a large Labrador now. Their eyes are, you have to see them, these golden eyes, like a tufted duck, like that type of an eye. And their coat is curly. Now, not curly like like some of them small little dogs you see. It's hard. It's just like a Labrador, but the tips of the ends of the hair are curled. Supposedly one of the best regarded water dogs in the world. But he went. He got one back. Alice is what he called it for some reason. But like that, he went over and he got it, and that's what he wanted, and he's absolutely delighted with it. The dog will swim day and night. Phenomenal.
My pointer actually I got from a good friend of mine, actually works with me as well, Alan Lee there, and he's out of his, I think it's his Rocky, my dog, will be a son of, I think, I don't know the dog, as far as I know. And he bred with another guy, I think, in his club. He's down Tullamore direction. I stand corrected on that now. But brilliant. You just know by him. I've seen videos of Alan's dogs working both of them. Fantastic, really.
Yeah.
Great to watch. Actually, he sent Rocky's brother. He sent me a video of him there, because he had him out early doors, pointed already, and flushing, fantastic, just running through the club,
Yeah, fantastic to see, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
yeah. It's something else to actually stand there and see them. And I suppose another thing, one of the big risks kind of you take with a dog is, unfortunately, you could spend €900 on a dog, you can have all the breeding, and it just...
going shy, doesn't want to hunt.
Doesn't want to hunt, that's there's no way of telling that. Like, there really isn't.
That's the lottery. And unfortunately, you probably go through a lot of, I'm not going to say bad dogs, but you know what I mean, poor hunting dogs.
Poor hunting dogs, yeah, for sure, yeah.
Before you get, and that's the I suppose all things, as you say, I found actually, maybe I was over yesterday, we were finalising the last bit of the deer, and he was saying, you know, at the point I couldn't believe how family friendly, you know, and the temperament around the kids. I mean, I get up in the morning and Rocky's there and he's almost trying to talk to you. I mean, they're that
brilliant,
intelligent, you know, and just mad for attention, mad for affection, you know.
Yeah, lovely dog.
So a family, like if even if it doesn't turn out to be a good hunting dog, can be a good pet around the house as well, you know.
Absolutely, 100%. And you know, to be fair as well, like you don't necessarily always need to. You don't necessarily need to, like, if a dog comes out with you, even if it's not the best gun dog in the world, he's going to be running around. He's going to put up a bird.
Absolutely, it's still better than being out in the 2 feet was
100%. Yeah, if you bring a dog out once he's running around, he's not running out 100 yards away. You can keep him around your local. He's going to put up something. If someone's in across something, he gets his man at something. He's going to take it after it. You know,
we said in the first episode of this discussion, you know, we're hoping to clip a couple of birds in the season, us personally anyway. So if your dog assists you putting up 2 or 3 birds or 4, 5 birds in the season, happy days.
Happy days, 100%.
Still better, as we said there, with no dog.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Any other first day? Have you any certain traditions your first day? Typically,
get up early. Head out with the kids in the first part. They haven't done the full day with me, because you know it's tough going, as you know. So I tend to do the early shoot with them. Come home, have a bit of breakfast.
Yep.
And normally do the big fry up and make a big
massive cup of tea.
Yeah, that's to be done. And then go back out for the evening shoot. Normally myself. For a few years, myself and my father used to go out originally, and then just work commitments with himself there for a while. So I think hopefully this year he'll be able to go out with me and the brother as well. He's in the club as well. So hopefully this year we'll try and all get out together, maybe even for the evening shoot. And we're trying to arrange in the club this year, on top of all the other things we're trying to do, is maybe have a bit of a get together that evening, and
lovely.
A bit late to arrange this year now in terms of, but I'd like to do, you know, a few bit of maybe longest tail, a few bits and pieces like that, and maybe throw a box of cartridges or something for the winner, and that'll be hopefully next year more so than this year. But get everyone together, have a couple of pints and talk about all the birds we're after missing, more so than we're after hitting.
Exactly.
And and a bit of a pat on the back for all the hard work getting to the first. Because the first is probably the culmination of all the hard work for the previous 9, 10, 11 months.
Without a doubt,
you know.
100%, yeah.
Yourselves?
Thanks. We probably do something similar now, I'd say. Yeah, we probably get out that morning. We won't all probably get out because some lads will be working. Get out that morning, up early, out with the dogs. It's a large enough area, so we won't all go together. Head out for a couple of hours, and like that we'll be heading back to the vans, and I usually bring all the cooking equipment, so I me gas on the whole job lasts, so we'll get the pan going then. A fry going and a few cups of tea and a bit of a chat, and then we'll break up again and we'll head off and do another section, and maybe for a couple of hours, and maybe same story, we might come in, try to maybe organise that this year. If we could get all of us together for a few pints and a bit of a chat, and just a great crack, like, you know.
That's the social thing.
That would crack at the start. We've a bit of a running thing at the minute. Like, we're kind of. I put it forward that there should be a prize for the most amount of foxes. You know, best farming control. And the only reason I recommend it is because I know it'll be me and one of the other fellas that
guarantees that.
Yeah, exactly. That more than likely would be the contender for that, but. Sure, not like that at all. Sure, it's a bit of crack, isn't it?
I think that's the thing I was trying, because I know in our club as well, there's a lot of guys, started putting a lot of time, a lot of years into the clubs and stuff like that, you know. And it's good to get, you know, good to get everyone together.
Absolutely.
And it's more, I know we're meeting now next Tuesday night, just a kind of pre-kick-off meeting, you know, before, you know, making sure all the signage is up, you know what I mean. We got new logo for the club sign, you know, for no shooting and the reserve signs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm liking this t-shirt. T-shirt here, that's a good job, isn't it?
Yeah, so studio print design in Clane there. Embroidered t-shirts, we got them done this year as well. Brendan, we designed the crest this year.
That's
actually
so
Sarah practically designed it. I gave her the kind of the parameters that I'd like.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Like in it.
And that's embroidered, is it? That's Jeez, that's some job.
25,000 or 27,000, she'll correct me on that. Stitches in that little there. So we're with the pheasant sit on top. There's two acorns either side there, established 1976, and the two guns at the bottom. So obviously Kildare Club, Gun Club, and DGCC on the top. So and we've got we got caps, t-shirts, polos, and hoodies this year. And I actually I brought it actually to show you because it's a
soft shells, are they?
Soft shells and like really good quality, I thought.
That's deadly, isn't it? Jesus, yeah, that's deadly, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's well done. The acorn is the Kildare. I should know that, is it? That's the Kildare. Yeah. Jeez, I like that. That's deadly.
So
two pump actions, Nick, are
they? But so look, that's it. If clubs are looking for a bit of help in design, you get the design done up, and then you have to buy obviously to own the kind of the digitalisation of it, which you have then for all your kind of stuff. You can put on cups and calendars and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that's yours forevermore then, and just she'll rock them out for you as you need them.
Really? So brilliant. That is some job.
Very reasonable as well.
It's good stuff, like.
Good quality.
Yeah.
And and so we're hoping to get everyone together, hopefully everyone in the new gear, and on Tuesday, and as I said, make sure all the signages in, make sure the boards are all, feeders are all full, and we're kind of trying to split the duties, ensure everyone, nobody's left lumped. But
that's a big thing, isn't it? In fairness, that's a big thing. It should be.
And discuss which parts of the clubs, who's going where, and stuff like that. So we're not all converging in one area, and ensure everyone's safe, and then discuss then hopefully then getting out on I think it's on a Tuesday this year, is it?
Jeez, I actually haven't checked that actually. Yeah, I'll tell you now in 2 seconds. I should be able to. It is on, what are we today? So 21st next. Next Tuesday. Exactly right, yeah. Yeah, next Tuesday. So
there you go.
Yeah. Honestly, so we might go. I think I'm actually on holidays all that week, conveniently enough. So
it's where I was a problem.
Exactly. Honest to God, it's the gas. I know. There's one fella, and he wouldn't take holidays all year long, but he would take probably the whole month of December off for shooting. That was his whole. He just.
That's his holiday.
Yeah. He wasn't in the club or anything, but he'd just walk all day, every day, different places out after lunch. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I think that's the thing with the clubs. You've kind of different people from different walks of life. There was one of the guys, actually, his butcher, actually came up. When was it? Tuesday morning, or Wednesday morning to me. Because as you know, I was butchering myself at home with my darling wife. Actually gave me great assistance. She was as good as I was. Helped me cut up on Monday, and Kevin came up on Wednesday and just showed me a few little tricks. The different cuts and stuff like that. The names of the different, where the different cuts come. The thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Where they start, where they end, and the possibilities within each cut. So end up doing tomahawks and and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was just interesting. Sort of, it was one. Obviously he's in the club, and different guys bring different dynamics to the club.
One
of the other guys there is brilliant with looking after the birds.
Yes.
Every day, probably twice a day, rocks up and down. So these are kind of the unsung heroes of all the clubs around the country.
Yeah,
That
makes
makes
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We all have them. As fella says. So that's the first of November. And else you did bring on the day any lucky charms or anything like that, no?
No, I wouldn't be too superstitious, Brad. As little as possible, so I don't have to carry it.
Exactly.
Yeah, good look at it. Depend. Hopefully, we get a nice crisp morning.
Yeah, that's. I think everyone's praying for that, isn't it? That little frost is just you can't beat it.
I have a good set of. I think they're Sealands hunting trousers. Nice pockets just for the knife and bits and pieces like that. And then the shotgun. And I've a kind of a waistcoat with
you didn't put your cartridges again.
Cartridge in the breast with a game pocket in the back. And then obviously then just the boar snake has to go in there.
Clean it up,
just in case. And that's it.
And tell me this now, when you get aboard, how long do you hang it for? That's just, I know a lot of people vary. I've heard, is it the French, like...
Wait till the first
maggot? Is that true?
I don't know if that is true or not.
Jesus.
I would be a proponent, Bren, of hang it for as little as possible.
Yeah, I'd be the same. I would be the same with venison too now. To be honest, I'd skin it, I'd probably hang it in the fridge, out in the larder fridge for maybe 2-3 days, and that'd be it. Now, I've had it before, I've had the fridge, I'd do it straight away.
Yeah.
I haven't noticed a massive difference. I think like that depends on the size of the animal too, doesn't it? Like?
Yeah, and then there's all different factors, and that's why I suppose you'd have to be shooting an awful lot of them and hanging an awful lot of them to try to find out which is the best way. Because I suppose your preference comes into it as well, because just how you look at yesterday, and you've sunshine one day, you've
absolutely
Baltic and wind and rain the other day. I think on Sunday morning there was almost a frost on the ground when we were out.
Absolutely,
It's really is. It's dependent. I suppose if it's frosty and you've no issue if the days are cold. Leaving them hanging a little bit longer, but I just don't like taking too many chances with it.
No,
we don't have cold rooms and stuff like that, and we're looking to try and get one, maybe at home, maybe a nice Coca-Cola fridges and stuff.
In fairness, I see them. I do see them. You can see them for sale there, a couple of €100, but
even to protect where you're hanging them in the shed and stuff like that, you could have. There's cats at home and stuff like that, so you don't want to, take too risks. So
100%.
It's more safe to hang them.
Yeah, you can buy something like that. I haven't even properly got my shed set up yet, a small shed on the back. I just put like a cut off adverts, just one of those larder type fridges, like a fridge freezer without the freezer.
Yeah.
And it's big enough to hang a fairly decent sized sea cat stag in it, be it minus the head and the legs and stuff. I made a steel frame to go over it with a hook coming down through it to hold the weight of the animal.
Brilliant. And
then basically the fridge just closes around it, then it just keeps it secure. But say back to the pheasants, I don't know. Maybe it depends on the weather, I suppose. What you're saying, really, is it?
And then if you're after coming home after, especially on the first, you don't be much humour starting to go out and go. So it'll probably either happen the day after, or maybe the day after that, a push. And that's
the push. 100%.
And that's probably as long as I'd let it go.
Yeah, I'd be the same.
Now, here's a question on the hanging by the head or hanging by the feet, and why?
I always hung them by the head. And I don't know why. That's the way I see me. An aunt of mine, she was a great woman. She was, what would you say? My mother's a great woman to bake and a great woman to cook, but ask her to pluck something or clean it out, forget about it. There's an aunt of mine, Bunny Maguire, anyone around here will definitely know her well. She was a great woman. You could bring her. I used to always bring her out rabbits and pheasants and ducks, and she'd clean it out and cook it and give you a shout, and I'd go out and me and the uncle would tear into it, But I seen her. She used to hang it by the head, so that's the only reason. I've
heard, because I like that. The father said the family came from farming background, and the granny were turkeys and stuff. So every Christmas you're over there and hanging you know, our job was to pluck, you know, it was all hands on deck, and then carry them up to the shed, and they were all hung up.
Yeah.
But they were hung with the feet. So I had got into the habit. It was very easy to hang with the feet, you know, we used to make little loops with the you know,
the talons around
twine,
yeah.
Up you go, double in back and over the nail or whatever. So I just continued doing that when I was shooting pheasants, you know.
Yeah, you do.
A mate of mine kind of lit on me, you know, do not be hanging that. And I asked him why, and he couldn't tell me why, so I still don't know why. Somebody knows.
So do you still hang them by that, or do you hang them by the head?
Like, again, probably for the whole, what would you say, the hunter's etiquette type thing, you know.
Yeah.
Like the golf etiquette, you do something, you don't really know why you do it, you just do it. So I started to hang them in the head, but I don't think it matters. I've heard, you know, probably kind of more anecdotes than oh, it's for the flavour, you don't want the you know, the flavour of whatever's
going up the way instead of
I say I used to hang turkeys by the feet, so I don't what came out with a turkey wasn't too nice either.
No, 100%. Yeah, exactly.
So So look, if anyone knows, hit us up there.
Hit us up.
Let us know.
100%. Yeah. Lastly, before I finish up, roast them usually. I know you said you do pheasant.
Don't like them roasted, Brendan.
No,
I've tried them, and again, I've got some old cookery books this year that I'm going to probably try.
Mm-hmm.
But anytime I've ever tried to roast them, found it hugely dry.
Okay.
And before anyone said I've done the bacon thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Putting the apple inside and the onion and all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
And I found them
dry.
Yeah, dry, and then hugely intense flavour, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right.
So I tend to just breast them, and goujons.
Goujons, yeah, 100%, yeah. I'd be the same. I would usually, I have roasted them, and Aunt mine would always roast them. Never got mad. I know what you're saying about them being dry, alright. Never had them overly an intense flavour, but then I'm just wondering, is that back to how long you hang them for?
Could well be.
Yeah.
What's your general? 2-3 days, is it?
Yeah, 3-ish. Yeah, probably max. 3 days. Yeah, thereabouts. But I've actually never asked her how long she would hang them for, you know. But I must ask. But then again, it depends on the weather too. Like, you know, you could hang them for probably a week if it's cold.
If it's cold.
Yeah.
No difference. Yeah.
No difference at all. Yeah, and like that, same as the story with ducks. 90% of the time, honestly, I just breast them now. I wouldn't try to be wasting them, but like it depends on what you're after getting. Some of them are nicer than others, but
I find it very little meat anyway.
No,
especially on pheasant. There's nothing on the leg.
No. I tell you, one of my favourite things to do with a pheasant is if I'm doing a roast, is 2 slices of batch bread, real butter, bit of brown sauce, chop up a few slices of pheasant on it. And then the old farmer salt, the aromat, sprinkle of aromat. Man alive.
And is that when it's cold, Brad?
Oh, it's cold, yeah. No, it's cold. I know it's cold, yeah. Man, I'm telling you here now. You get up in the middle of the night there.
And how do you roast it? Do you just...
Yeah, I actually, me ma showed me. I you know the bags, the roasting bags.
Oh yes.
You know you see some people you do the turkey and stuff in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I roast it now. I'd stuff in it, roast it, put in so many roasts in it, a bit of thyme and a bit of parsley on it. And you put a bit of water in it as well.
See, that's probably, you know, I was roasting just a roasting tray, maybe a bit of tin foil and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you're taking it back to finish it, and I just find it dry. But
dry.
Look, I suppose it's like everything. It's probably just about experimenting a little bit.
Yeah.
Again, exactly. If anyone has some really nice recipes, let us know.
100%.
We're always meant to have a look. I suppose actually Alan D there, I was just said to you about the pointer. He showed me a very good way of skinning, or rather than plucking the pheasants. You know,
right?
They told you to spread the wings, stand the wings, grab the two legs, and pull.
No, I never did
comes out. I'll get him to do a little demonstration.
Yeah,
and I'll show you next day. Very very easy.
Handy way to do it.
Takes 2 seconds.
But
again, if you're roasting, you probably want to skin on, do you?
Yeah, 100%. Definitely.
Yeah, so that just eliminates that. But
something else I want to try this year as well is, because my mother will be big into it as well, is the liver pate.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I've never had it.
Yeah.
Not pheasant, but I've had every other type fan. It's
Yeah.
fucking the last word.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely lovely.
I've done it with duck liver. I tried venison liver this year a little bit, but I went too strong on the brandy. Have to say. So it was very intense, but the kids loved it.
Did they, right?
That was the brandy was burnt off. I think it was. And, but yeah, it was just very, very. I went over on the spices a little bit. But again, it's about just experimenting.
Exactly. Experiment and have a go. Well, look, we've been waffling on there now for nearly an hour at this stage, so I think we might leave it at that.
That's all for today, Brian.
Yeah, we'll enjoy that. Episode 5 will be coming in the next probably week or so, I suppose. And what are we going to do for episode 5? We might.
Yes, we'll probably delve into a bit more. Obviously. From the shooting aspect, we'll hopefully come closer to the first, and what we're doing around the clubs and stuff. And we might even just delve into it a little bit more about what we say the anti-hunting movement. You know, coming in. I know there's a few movements coming up that look to be pertinent to a lot of clubs that are getting ready to go shooting. So we're experiencing a little bit of difficulty in some areas. So we might chat about that. Or
100%. We might see if we can get a couple of. Maybe we might see about getting a guest or two on as well. Maybe we're going to touch base a bit more now on the deer hunting and things too, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Go through that a bit more on the recipes and
yeah.
But we're going to bring on a couple of lads that have certainly a wealth of knowledge, more so than obviously done that more than what we have. And do you know, I mean, it's cool to hear some stories.
Absolutely, and try and get other takes on. And look, pick up a few tips ourselves and see what it's all about. We're all learning here. And,
exactly.
The we learn is we ask from people who've been doing a little bit longer or doing it a slightly different way. So
without doubt. On that note as well, keep an eye out. We're going to have a YouTube channel set up as well. We're going to be doing a couple of demos. Again, we call them no bullshit demos. It's gear we have.
Sweet.
Yeah, short and sweet. It's gear we have. It's gear we use. It doesn't cost the sun, the moon, the stars. It's our honest opinion of what we get, what we think of it. It's all ours. We bought it. There's no one sponsoring it to us. So it'll just be, you can have a bit of a look and you can see what it's all about.
And we'll try to might throw little demos of the guns and bits and pieces up there as well, so you can have a little look at them, see what we're talking about for people that don't. And things like the scopes and the gun rest and stuff like that, you know.
Exactly, 100% right, yeah, exactly right. Right, well, look, we'll leave it there, man. Have a good one.
Dude.
We'll be talking to you, we'll be talking to you over the weekend, I suppose.
Deadly stuff.
Cheers, man.